What's up, beautiful people? Today we're going to be talking about this awesome little thing. Looks like a red pill. Let's go check it out. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm really excited to be unboxing this little thing here, this little red pill. This is the latest visual digital altimeter from Deep and Steep. Deep and Steep. This is the Orbit. This is their altimeter, which is designed and made by skydivers for skydivers. I've been eagerly waiting for this to come in because we've seen the video, we saw the initial launch, and a lot of people are already asking about it. We don't have them in stock yet, but we soon will be, I hope so. Let's not waste any more time and let's just dive into it. All right, so what's in the box? Once you get the Orbit, you get this little cool case, which I love because it's red. Red is awesome. And you can find it easily in your gear bag. So that's a good choice. You get that little Readable logo they have. And once you open it, you can find your Orbit unit right there. You have your charging cable, your USB-C charging cable right there. And you also have your manual, which is in that QR code. You just scan it and it will take you straight to the manual, or you can also find it on their website with all the setup features and functions and all that. But let's take a closer look at the unit. All right, so let's take a closer look at the unit. You can order it with, I believe it comes with the hand mount, which is just your regular hand mount with your finger loop, and it sits right on top of your palm. Or you can order the elastic wrist mounts, which are sized. We have an extra one here. They come in different sizes. That's a medium. This one's equipped with a large. It's just how we received it. And these can be interchangeable in the field. They just have really tiny screws. But aside of that, the construction is really good. It's like I mentioned before, this is designed and made by skydivers for skydivers, and the build quality is awesome. The case is aluminum. It's really light and sturdy, but at the same time, you have that Gorilla Glass, which is scratch proof and scratch resistant and really hard to actually destroy. So this is a really good feature because, let's be honest, we're constantly bumping our altimeters against the door, our gear, other skydivers, and you're moving inside the plane, you're bumping your handles or whatever, you have metal handles or whatnot. So having something to protect that screen, especially if you're investing a certain amount of money or any amount of money in your altimeter, it will keep it from scratching. So it's a really nice, high quality build, which is always a good sign, and also what you expect on a high quality product. So kudos for that. The good thing about these is the ease of use, super intuitive, user friendly, and at the end of the day, you want an altimeter that actually is super simple to configure out of the box. If you just got it, you don't want to spend time reading through pages of manuals just to set the time on the thing once you get it.
You know what I mean.
This thing, I mean, the buttons is really simple. You have two buttons on one side and one single button on the other. Your basic configuration is you scroll up and down with ease, and this is your confirm or select button. So let's power it up and see how it performs. We press any button and it should power up and goes from Aldi mode and then goes into the clock, which you can configure on the settings page. So you have that. You can see it's a nice high resolution display. And then if you want to access the menu or the settings, you can press any of the side buttons and the menu should appear. And then you can scroll up, down, and then select wherever that is. I can't see it, but then you can reset it or do check out The jump counter. The jump counter is really helpful if you are tracking a certain amount of jumps for, let's say, gear. How many jumps a certain gear has, or if you're on a flight camp or a skills camp or something, and you want to keep track of those jumps you are doing during that period. That also has that there. You can also have the capability of downloading everything onto a spreadsheet in Excel, which is really convenient, super simple. I mean, it doesn't get any simpler than that. No weird software interface that sometimes doesn't work, or most of the time. This is as simple as it gets, but a really complete alternative. What I love about the buttons on the unit is that they're really high profile. I don't know if you can see the detail there. So even if you have gloves on, you can actually feel the buttons really easy. Not that you're changing settings or anything. Once the unit is in free fall or it starts registering, you can't do anything to, it kind of goes into lock mode. So that way, if it's pressed, if you're doing formations or something and somebody touches one of the buttons, it's not going to go off the altimeter screen, which is really good. Besides, you shouldn't be fiddling around with functions in free fall or under canopy, so that is really good. A really cool feature is the ascent rate screen, which is when you're in alti mode. Right now obviously is in 0, but you can see that you have your altimeter indication and you have your feet per minute indication. Once you are climbing up to altitude, you'll see how that will increase. Obviously you increase your altimeter, your altitude, and you can see what is your ascent rate. That is a really cool feature. I like it. So I know what you're going to ask. Does this thing have a logbook? This has the logbook of logbooks. It will log up to like 100,000 jumps or something like that. I think it's more than enough for your lifetime. So if you want one altimeter that basically just does what it needs to, which is track your jumps, give you a good accurate reading, really legible screen, nice contrast, that's it. If you know me, you know that I like analog altimeters. I've been jumping with an analog altimeter for a long time, and I just swear by them. I love them. And this might be one of those that makes me think about it and getting one of these orbits. So once you start jumping the unit and you access the actual jump counter, you have 4 little fields, just kind of like this. That's what it looks like. So you have the number of jumps, the total amount of jumps. You have the jump counter, which is the jumps that you have made, and that I was mentioning before, that if you're tracking how many jumps a specific rig has, or how many jumps you've made during this flight camp or whatever, that is really helpful. Also, you have the amount of jumps you did in that day, and you have your battery status. If it's a full battery, it will say obviously full. If the battery capacity comes below 10% or less, you have a low battery indication, which is really cool. But apparently the battery life on these is really good, really long on a full charge. So if you're a weekend jumper, you probably recharge it just a couple of times, a few times a month. That's it. But again, it depends on use, obviously. But the other feature that I love is that it shuts down after not registering any pressure changes for 14 hours. So it kind of works like your IAD, that you turn on once you get your drops, when you're checking your gear, you turn on your altimeter, it's active and it's registering pressure changes, and it's working during the day. If you throw everything in your gear bag and you forget about turning it off, it shuts down automatically until you press any of these buttons to come back to life. So this thing also automatically registers if you're in low light conditions and lights the screen up, assuming that you're on a night jump. So that is a really cool feature too. You can mount the orbit basically anywhere, on your wrist, on your hand. If you're using a wedge mount or a pillow mount, or if you're doing wingsuiting or canopy piloting, that you want to have your altimeter here at eye level, basically, you can also use that. It looks kind of like this if you're mounting it on a wedge mount, which are available at ChutingStar.com. You can find the link below where you can find it. These, again, they're not available yet, but we hope to have them soon in stock and ready to go. We'll let you know as soon as we have them. We definitely are looking to do field tests with them and see how they look in free fall. But here's a kind of a cool video that you can see the actual unit in action. So overall, first impressions about the Orbit, it is really cool. I like it. This is really positive. I like that it's made here in the USA by skydivers, for skydivers. So as soon as we get a chance to try it, we'll definitely give you some feedback and we'll show it. We'll do a separate video of it so you can kind of check it out, but do a full review coming in soon. But I might switch to this little thing. I like it. I know I said it a couple times already, but Orbit good. See you soon. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell to get our latest notifications. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.